Bitcoin is pumping again and we are seeing levels at around the $63,000. And since the assassination attempt on Trump, we are seeing a big bounce for Bitcoin. We are also seeing a huge CME gap, but later that in this video. I will also discuss the two altcoins Ethereum and Vechain with you, so watch this video all the way to the end, give this video a like and let's dive right into the charts. We can see Bitcoin broke out of this huge triangle on the daily time frame. We can see the price was getting squeezed into this apex, just like I was saying in my videos of last week. And now we are seeing a big bounce to the top side, and this is looking very bullish if you ask me. And this is what you want to see for such kind of breakout. And this looks like a very strong breakout, but it's also possible that we're going to see more downside from here, retest the previous resistance as support and then come further back up. But for now, yeah, we can also continue the pump already, and yeah, the top side of this triangle will be the price target for Bitcoin, and that will be around the $72,000. So that could also be happening in the coming days, and yeah, it could happen very fast. From the lows, we are already up for 17%. And that is a huge gain, of course, so it could happen very fast. And we are still just inches away from a new all-time high. And yeah, the last all-time high is just only 70% away. So if we pump another 70%, then we are just back at all-time highs. But keep in mind that Bitcoin also has a CME gap open. And we could also come back to this level again and close the gap. But of course, a gap doesn't always have to be closed always. But most of the times it's getting closed. And we are also having more gaps in the past, like there are more gaps at the $20,000. But yeah, I don't think that we're going to close them as well. But this gap was opened at Friday last week. So yeah, this is still on the short term. But yeah, this hourly candle was the assassination attempt on Trump. And we saw a big pump after that. So that's because Trump is going to be the next Bitcoin president, and he's going to embrace Bitcoin even more. And with this assassination attempt, I think Trump has just won the elections, and we are seeing a big pump afterwards. So people are getting very bullish after this news. And especially when Trump is becoming president, I expect that we're going to see all-time highs very soon. So I expect more bullish price action if that happens. But for now, we have to be careful that the CME gap is still open at this 57,500. And yeah, we could also come back to this level. But yeah, let's see if we can continue the pump. And in the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about this huge broadening wedge for Bitcoin on a daily time frame. We can see multiple touch points on the top side as resistance and multiple touch points on the downside as support. And yeah, 2 weeks ago we bounced from this support level, and we are seeing a continuation of the price action to the top side. And eventually we want to see a revisit of this top side formation with the resistance. And yeah, if we're going to see that price action happening, we want to see a breakout to the top side, of course, retest the previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. And eventually we are going to see a new all-time high getting unfolded, because this top side resistance is getting broken, and that will lead us to new all-time highs. But for now, yeah, we have to be a little bit careful, and the big support on the middle of this range will be around this level, and this will be the first big support to break. And if we have a look at some other horizontal levels for Bitcoin on the daily time frame, we can see Bitcoin is creating a lot of bullish price action, and we are breaking this downtrend. Yesterday on my Twitter I was talking about these possible scenarios for Bitcoin. We were at this stage, so we could either see a break to the top side, a retest of this previous resistance as support, and then come further back up, or you could also see a rejection from this point. But yeah, the bullish scenario played out, so let's delete these, and we could now see maybe a revisit of this resistance to the top side, and retest this previous resistance as support, and then continue the uptrend to the top side. And that would be having a very bullish effect on the price of Bitcoin. But for now, the big resistance will be around this level, and it will be around the $64,000. And yeah, if Bitcoin can reach this level, we could maybe see rejection again, and that we're coming a little bit back down, and then create more bullish price action to the top side. And yeah, this will be a very healthy price action, because this trend reversal is now happening, and we need to make a higher high and higher low. And then we can create a little bit like this kind of price action. And also on the daily time frame, I've been talking about this bullish divergence for Bitcoin. We saw a lower low on the chart and a higher low on the RSI chart. And as I was saying, these kind of bullish divergences on the daily time frame almost always indicate a trend reversal for Bitcoin, because we also saw that in the past happening. And yeah, now it is happening again. So yeah, a bullish divergence on the daily time frame is very strong. And we are now seeing a spike to the top side, and that is also having a very bullish effect on the price of Bitcoin. because this bullish divergence indicated that the selling pressure is cooling off, and that eventually we're going to see more buying pressure coming into the market. And that's exactly what happened. And especially at these kind of regions, the German government was all out of Bitcoin and their selling pressure was gone. And now we are seeing a spike to the top side, so that is very bullish to see. And also the Bitcoin ETF inflows of last week were very bullish. So yeah, let's see if we can continue this kind of bullish inflow into the Bitcoin ETFs. And they have been buying the dip, so that is very interesting. The German government sold their Bitcoin, so they are selling in the dip, and that is not what you want to do. And the German government has been selling in this dip, and that was around the $58,000 or $56,000, and that is not what you want to do, because they are selling in the dip, and you want to buy in the dip and eventually maybe sell at these kind of resistance lines. So the Bitcoin ETFs have been buying in the dip, and that is very strong to see. So the markets are open today again, so let's see if we can continue the bullish price action. And on my Twitter, I've been talking about this interesting pattern for Bitcoin. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. And in the past bull cycles in 2012, we saw a first spike to the top side, then some consolidation to the downside, and we saw that in every bull cycle. And currently, we made a spike, and now we're at these kind of stages. So let's see if we can continue the pump and maybe reach for new all-time highs, and that would be very interesting to see. But that is something for the coming months. And also the Bitcoin ETF saw an all-time high getting reached of $15,800,000,000 in dollars, so that is very interesting to see. And let's see if we can come to this $20 billion of total inflow for the Bitcoin ETFs very soon. The first altcoin I want to discuss with you is Ethereum. Ethereum has been pumping as well, like Bitcoin. I've been talking about Ethereum for the past weeks from now, and I told you that I was buying at these kind of accumulation zones, and this was a very interesting buy zone if you ask me. And congratulations if you also bought the dip here. And from this low, we are already up for almost 18%, so that is an insane trade. And my spot order bags are already up for 18%. So for now, I think Ethereum is looking very bullish, and we need to close this daily candle above this resistance line. And if we do so, we can maybe expect a little bit of price action like this. And eventually, we want to see this topside resistance getting reached around this $3,700. And eventually, we want to see that a break of this regional high, because that is not an all-time high yet. But for now, it's looking a little bit more bullish than bearish, because we are breaking this downtrend. And it's this is looking very good for Ethereum. And let me know if you also bought at these kind of stages for Ethereum, because if you did, then you are already up for more than 80%, and that is very good to see. So if you look at these kind of horizontal levels, you are always ahead of the market and are ahead of the majority of the people. So let's see in the coming days if we can continue this pump. So it's also not a very bad thing to see this previous resistance getting retested as support and then come further back up, and that would also be very healthy price action. But for now, the trend reversal is happening, so this is looking very bullish for Ethereum. Another interesting altcoin I've been talking about a lot is Vechain. We can see Vechain on the daily time frame. We broke through the support level, and we picked up very much liquidity to the downside. We also saw this huge trendline resistance unfolding on the daily time frame, and we are now breaking it to the top side, so that is very bullish. And in the last couple of days, Vechain is up very significantly, and we can see a pump for more than 55% already, so that is insane. And this low was 1 week ago on Friday, and yeah, currently we are 55% up, so that is an insane gain if you ask me. And you can see we kind of faked out this move to the downside. We picked up a lot of liquidity, and now we're shooting back up. So this is a very interesting price action for Vechain. And eventually the breakout target for Vechain will be the top side of this formation, and that will be around the 5 cents. And currently we are back above the 3 cents for Vechain. So it's still is a significant increase from here, and we could still see a possible gain of 65%. But we can also see maybe a little bit of a downside from here, retest this previous resistance as support, and then come further back up and create a price action a little bit similar like this, and that will be very healthy. But for now, it looks like the downtrend is broken to the top side, and that is looking very bullish for Vechain. So I hope you find this video useful. Give this video a like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.